Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our CKA labs. Today's lab, we're going to troubleshoot a YAML file for replicaset. So let's just get started. Before I get started, if you like my content, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. That helps me with YouTube's algorithm. All right, let's get started now. So we're supposed to apply this YAML file, and there will be problems. They're telling me already, and we have to figure out those two problems and fix them. All right, so the file is called that, and I have access to a Minikube cluster right now. There should be plenty of capacity to get this done. All right, so let's try and apply and see what happens. kubectl apply -f this file with two errors in it. First error. So the thing you need to remember for the CK exam is you really have to pay real close attention to error messages, because at first glance it looks like kind of cryptic, kind of, oh, I don't know what to do with this, but there's enough clues in there for you to get real close to finding the problem. So let's look at this, right? In this error message, they're saying there's something wrong with line 13. Now remember, it might be line 12. 13 might be where it's actually figuring out that there's a problem. So let's look at the file and see what's on line 13. On line 13, we have template metadata. So I don't know if you can tell right away what might be wrong here, but first of all, no line should ever have two different colons, because colons means beginning of an object definition, map definition. As you can see in other lines, colon is almost always followed up by another thing, another attribute, two spaces to the right, unless it's actually an array, in which case, like here under container, the dash comes first, which in my opinion, it should not be. That should, it's not consistent, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so I'm looking at line 13, and I see that there's two words with two colons. That doesn't make much sense. So um, I can tell you what the problem is, but let's go through the process, right? So it's the template, right? It's a template under spec, and it's under replica set. So if I do kubectl explain, kubectl explain replicas, I can do rs for short. Replica set spec and template. It says under template there should be metadata and spec, right? What do I have? First of all, I have something funny going on with the line with two things, but the metadata should be underneath it. That's my point, right? And it should go something like that. And now it should make sense because it's two spaces to the right, and we don't have any funny business with two colons at the same line, any of that. And I knew that because when I ran kubectl replicaset .spec.template, it told me under template metadata is something that is part of that object. It's underneath that object, right? All right, so let's apply that and see what we get. Ooh, there should have been another error, but let's see. kget, so we got over that one. rs, what do we get? We have, that is interesting. I thought there were two errors in this file. We have one pod running that's part of this replica set. So let's take a look at the file one more time, make sure there's nothing else that I missed. This, by the way, came directly from Kubernetes.io documentation. Just the example they have. So we have metadata, labels, spec, selectors, metadata, labels, tier fronted. Yeah, I don't see any problem. So I guess we only had one issue with this file, not two. Either way, hopefully it's useful to you how I troubleshoot that problem. I looked at what the file what line it was complaining about. By the way, you don't always get the line, by the way, but sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. In this case, there was a formatting problem, so it could tell you what line it was on, and I figured out what the problem should be by using kubectl explain command. First, I put the resource type, replica set, .spec, what it was part of, and then .spec I saw in the file had a template metadata in there. So I put that in there, and that told me what it's supposed to be in the first place. All right. Okay. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.